A lot of gamers out here. A lot of people getting it done. And Orange Juicers not switching it up yet. Mew, Mimikyu bans, Psyduck, Miraidon off the table as well. Let's get it.
Here we go. First pick over to the side of the Juicers here. We're going to see how they want to play this and if there's anything that Luminosity is going to try to steal from them. Or if they seem to have, you know, maybe a strategy that can shut them down. One thing they want to do is take away this Umbreon, which makes a lot of sense to me. It's so easy to set up your combinations with Alolan Ninetales when Umbreon is able to set up that mean look.
I agree. Taking the Umbreon's important, and it's weird, right? Just in the last set, everybody was jockeying for position over the Snorlax, and now they're kind of giving it to each other back and forth here, preferring the Umbreon going into this late set.
All right.
Flareon's not switching off A9, no surprise there.
No, I mean, it's just been working so well for them, so I can't imagine that they would change it. Luminosity now looking for their next couple of picks here. Not sure what Overlord wants to lock in. A lot of different options, a lot we've seen from this player. Trainer now taking that Zoroark once again.
Now, maybe there's a difference being on orange side versus purple, when you take the Zoroark, when you don't. But right now, they're going with the Zoroark, and Trainer Zoroark is great, but it hasn't been finding success against the Juicers specifically.
Now, I want to see what they want to bring out here. We do have the Garchomp once again, and it looks like Roland now being forced onto this Eldegoss. We're going to have to see how much, what kind of difference that makes compared to something like Umbreon. Final pick over to Luminosity. Overlord hovering Lucario. I mean, a bread and butter Pokemon for them if there ever has been. One of the best in the world to play Lucario. Zoroark and Lucario into this Alolan Ninetales. They're going to run into the same issue that a lot of these Pokemon do. If they jump in and Flareon's aim is true with that Blizzard Avalanche, they can really be chunked.
I agree. They haven't found a way to deal with this Garchomp yet, and these aren't really the tools that I expected them to pull out of the tool shed to deal with it. Now, maybe I'm not seeing something here, but that Garchomp, yes, will it get dominated early? There's a real potential of that. But when it gets late game and OG finally has the opportunity to level up, do they actually have anything to slow it down?
Yeah, I mean, the amazing thing about Garchomp, right, is as soon as it catches once with that Dragon combo, it can turn the tide of a fight in a huge way. You're talking about picking up multiple members of the enemy team, stunning them essentially for a second, setting them up for a really perfect Blizzard Avalanche if it's there to follow up. So once that Garchomp gets online, it is going to be pretty scary for the side of Luminosity. On the other hand, I mean, when we see Overlord on something like Lucario, that is a something that would strike fear into any opponent.
Yeah, last time we saw a classic NA Lucario player, OG, pick up Lucario, they actually went Power Up Punch, which typically we like to see OG and Overlord pop off with E-Speed.
And here we go, heading into game number 1 of our grand finals that have been bracket reset. These two teams are on even footing now. Orange Juicers, your purple team. Luminosity, your orange team. Let's get this thing underway.
One thing different here is with the Gossifleur, Roland not feeling like an invade, so that means we're finally going to have Trainer leaving the central area unencumbered as level 5 Zoroark.
They're also going to be able to stop Lucario from being able to stack there, which looks pretty powerful. Leafeon now running across the map, trying to see if they can make something happen here. Moving in, getting a little bit of a secure. The Gossifleur in some trouble right now as Roland's going to walk back out with it. So Leafeon putting a lot of early pressure on and stopping Overlord from getting their level 5 as easily as they would like.
Yeah, and that's a great way to slow down the operations of Luminosity, right? You're trying to buy time for OG. That's the name of the game if you're the Juicers. And they just did that incredibly well. As Trainer's moving up, seeing just a paltry Chansey and an Overlord struggling to hit level 5, and they're wondering, what the heck am I supposed to do here?
4 members of Luminosity waiting for this. 4 members of the Juicers waiting for this big-time avalanche. Overlord gets caught and goes down, and that's going to let Garchomp evolve to Gabite here. Trying to catch with the Dragon combo eject button, not able to make it happen.
Great job by Curios just to not get caught. even better look by the Juicers to catch Overlord as soon as they moved in. I was a bit surprised. I mean, there was an open look by Kyrios to jump on top of Kratos in the backline, and they just elected not to, which may have been the reason Overlord went down.
It's possible, yeah. Of course, it also could have been that intense ice damage that they were dealing with from the Juicers that just locked them in place. Overlord now level 5, however, so he is going to be able to make some big-time plays. And there we have the safeguard. Now that Overlord is 5 with a safeguard, it is going to be tough to shut him down.
Yeah, you know, really playing into the hands and the strength of your players here. And last time we saw Blissey have success in the hands of Luminosity, it was at LAIC, and Otter was playing this safeguard version of the Pokemon.
Yeah, and you see just how much they are able to get away with because they have safeguard. They can't be shut down with so many of the stuns in the game, specifically Blizzard Avalanche, but I still think it would probably break the shield. Regardless, it's just going to set up moments where these Pokemon can get in and out of very tricky situations.
Yeah, now it's all on Otter to make sure they hit the right target with it, and they're trying to put some damage on. Otter does go down, and it's up to the rest of Luminosity to close the door. Are they going to be able to get it done? Trainer has to get out. The Razor Leafs are out. Kyrios is just slashing away, but they're going to end up going down here. Oh, eject button caught on the wall. If they weren't caught on the wall and they darted over, I think they would have been in great shape.
And here we go. Overlord pushing towards this fight, but having to peel back here. Level-wise, things are looking pretty good for both sides here, as we have Slash scoring in this bottom path. Flareon's looking at their level 8. Level 8 on the side here of the Juicers with Kratos. First Unite move of the game unlocked as they move down towards Regirock. They're going to start chipping it up right here. Kyrios moving in to try to see if they can stop it, as we have Trainer and Kyrios looking to take Regirock away from the Juicers.
Slash with a huge stun. Trainer on the back door, pops their Unite move. Kratos uses theirs as well, and that's 2 players down instantly. If you blinked, you missed it. Finally, I don't even know who took the Reggie. Let's look at the ticker downstairs. Come on, production, update that for us. Give us that info.
It looks like the Juicers were able to secure that with a combination of the Blizzard Avalanche and the Unite move there from the Leafeon as we head up to our top path right here. Overlord looking pretty good, almost level 9. Garchomp still not there yet. Unite move could fly from Overlord at any moment.
Yeah, they're waiting for their opportunity here. Is that going to be the moment? Slashcan pops their Unite move, gets right into the back line. We got 1 point going in as Slashcan is taking everybody and taking them for a walk. Aura Cannon pops through. Flareon's is down, no HP. Heavy Slam and a nice little safeguard shield to give Overlord the chance to get out.
Unbelievable. It's what we talked about with that safeguard. Kratos picking up a KO right here. Slash knows exactly where he is, trying to find him, but doesn't make it in time. Overlord saved by the safeguard. Kratos saved by the tall grass.
Yeah, now that the block is down, Trainer should have an easy time getting back out. There is a lot of mobility on the side of Luminosity, but look where Otter is. They're up top, nowhere to be found alongside those 2 Pokemon. We'll see how they fare when they don't have the Blissey in their pocket.
Yeah, and here they go. Just a huge fight here. With Safeguard helping hand on this build, I mean, the attack speed already is unbelievably fast. This is going to be so difficult to shut down. It's going to be a huge target for the Juicers. If they can take down either Blissey or the Zacian in some of these big fights, they're going to be looking pretty.
I agree. Look how they're rotating away from the Regieleki. Slashcan's already got all the vision they need. Their passive is popped. They're going straight towards Flareon so they can't engage. Kratos' Razor Leaf is a little shy. They're going to have to pull that back in.
Now here we have about 10 seconds until this bottom objective. We have Luminosity up on the scoreboard, which is vintage Luminosity. I mean, that's exactly what they do every game. Always finding good opportunities to put them ahead score-wise. That way, if things go poorly at Rayquaza, they still have other paths to victory. Registeel now being chipped up here by Luminosity as Slash is getting in the face here of the Juicers.
Zugrug's sitting in the bush looking for a way in here, but they're bringing all the focus around. Blissus is from long range. They're going to close it out. We're moving forward here. We're going on the attack. Straight into the back line. We want on top of Flareon's. They're going to pick up the berry before Flareon's can, and that's a vicious KO. Slash is low. They eat their own wish. OG is going to pop their own Unite move, see if they can get on top of anybody. Overlord dodges everything, but now it's Kratos moving forward, full HP, and Trainer has to get back to pad as well, and so does Overlord as things settle out.
Yeah, things settle in this fight as they move towards these birds here, but we could have it explode once again as Trainer is moving in, seeing if they can get a KO. Not yet. Here comes Kyrios, however, and Overlord trying to chase this down. Eldegoss up into the air, but a little too late, not able to save the Garchomp.
Great work, amazing counter rotation here, and big communication. Trainer going in there alone is a disaster, but just in time is Kyrgios popping up with his Zacian, able to get the KO and allow Trainer to disengage and get out just in time.
Take a look at this right here. Trainer is going to finally go down. Slash not able to save that right there. Slash maybe not even able to save themselves as they're trying to run out of this fight. We see the Razor Leaf, we see the Eldegoss. Slash peeling back with the Wish, but Slash, no. I was going to say, does this thing not go down? Come on, Umbreon finally gets KO'd by the Leafeon.
Otter forced to babysit this goal zone. Zagrug steps up to try and close it out. Meanwhile, Kyrgios up top ripping the Regieleki. That was a clean break there, Spraggles. No over. It was at 11, and Zagrug scored 11. And I think Luminosity, all things considered, are pretty content with that.
Yeah, Luminosity, I think, is pretty happy with that as they are still up. 123-185. They have a tier 1 goal zone in the top path that the Juicers could score on right here. As this Regieleki is walking towards this... Well, that was very scary.
That was very close. That was very close, OG. Wow. Okay. All right, OG. All right.
Everyone take a breath. Everyone at home, we just almost had a solo queue moment on stream right here.
Everybody just calm down.
I know we're all
If I'm the Juicers, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
A lot's on the line, but chill out a little bit. Reggie Steele here being chipped up. It's already at half. Looking for the secure. We have the Alolan Ninetales near. We have Garchomp ripping it to shreds here. Who is able to get that final hit? And it is Lucario.
Popping the Aura Cannon. And now they're looking for another fight here. Forcing out the Garchomp Unite is huge. OG's so low, they might have to back as the rest of Luminosity's pivoting to the middle. They've got good HP bars. Flareon's is down. Blizzard Avalanche is not there to pick up on these engagements. 1 second left. Flareon's is here, coming back to play. How are they going to engage? We're going straight forward. A block back. Kyrgios is going to have to dive out of the way. They're putting damage on top of Zagrug. Overlord wants the action. Straight into the back line. They're going to see if they can find another opportunity. They know where Kratos is. They're on the chase. They want a 1v1 versus Kratos. That's going to absolutely be heroic moments. Block back. Slash separated from the rest of the team. They're able to jump back over the way. They know exactly where OG is, and they put some damage on him. Heavy Slam is a little shy. Here comes Overlord again. He's speeding through. Power Nap, Pop, Unite move. Blitz assistance right on top of Overlord. They're actually forced to scramble away, though. Block back the other way. They're trying to take the fight. The Juicers are going forward. Overlord is so low. Kyrgios is buying all the space in the world. Heavy Slam to prevent the reset is too late. Rayquaza is getting ripped. OG's right in the middle. Trainer moves in. They have to go for the secure. We're lining it up. We're going forward. Slash. Juicers again. It's the Juicers again.
Leafeon somehow takes that secure in the face of multiple members of Luminosity and even in the face of their own team. I thought Alolan Ninetales for sure had that. As soon as Overlord needed to go back to base, it looked like it was over. He rode that pumpkin home, and he's going to have to ride it to a L here in game number 1 against the Juicers. 323-185. 2 members of Luminosity are down. They need to make some big-time plays with only 45 seconds on the clock. Slash is now running to support Overlord here in this bottom path, but with 5 Juicers up, this is going to be very, very difficult for Luminosity.
35 seconds left, and it feels all for naught here. Spraggles and Luminosity needs to figure out what the heck just happened to their invincibility armor that they walked into this tournament with, that they walked into this grand finals with. Orange Juicers have figured it out. They saw the little notch in the armor that they could exploit, and man, have they just been pulling that thing apart.
Yeah, beautiful stuff there from the Juicers. I mean, you have to give it up to those incredible Snorlax plays that really kept the team in it. You saw after the catch Luminosity had in that bottom path that they could flip onto this Rayquaza. But you had some really amazing positioning from Zagrug, really incredible stuff. Roland keeping the team healthy. Even that Garchomp Unite that it looked like they baited out was really used to make sure that Luminosity had to deal with them a little longer so that Alolan Ninetales could get back into the fight. Now, Juicers up 1 game against Luminosity in our bracket reset.
This is wild, wild times out here. Luminosity seems to be playing well for 8 straight minutes, and these final Rayquazas playing them straight up has not been treating them well. I'm taking a look here, and I mean, we haven't seen any big-time secures out of Luminosity since we started these grand finals all over again.
Yeah, you really haven't. And, you know, LG, I feel like they're looking good through a lot of this game here. As to whether or not staying would have been the better call, but of course, They weren't able to get that secure here as we head into game number 2 of our bracket reset. Orange Juicers 1 game away from possibly punching their ticket to the AEOS Cup in London, and now we have a targeted ban from Luminosity with Leafeon.
Yeah, Mimikyu is now open, but they wanted it because the Juicers get first pick, so they took that right away, right? Essentially, the Juicers saying, you can't cut me off of everything. Slashcan grabbing Umbreon quickly, which is a lot of versatility to lead your draft here.
Yeah, and here we go. They have Umbreon. They have this Hoopa being hovered. With the Mimikyu taken away, I do wonder what we're going to see from the side of Luminosity here, but they have a lot of different carries that they could play. Flareons, I don't know if they think someone on LG is going to pick up Alolan Ninetales, but it would be crazy to stop playing it now. It really does feel like
I agree. And as soon as Caster Curse is back, baby!
Honestly, if Luminosity takes it right now, I quit. I mean, this is just how it goes, isn't it? Man.
OG grabbing Zacian is a decent look. You know, Luminosity's been leaning into it, but maybe that in and of itself is a trap. We'll see where Luminosity goes here, because quite frankly, they feel a little lost, and the way they're scrolling through these characters, they might be a little lost as well.
I mean, come on. How does it always happen? How does it always happen? I say there's no way they're going to get rid of that Alolan Ninetales now. Well, maybe someone on Luminosity could pick it up. What is this? What is this job we have? Am I just like a fortune teller who's always wrong? Come on.
It's wild out here. There's no winning for us. There's
really
just
isn't.
No winning for us. Now, how are they going to get on top of Flareons? That's a gap they need to close, and they need to be able to do it really well. We are hovering a Scyther. Okay.
I mean,
all right.
Look, they
throw it all out the window.
The thing with Scyther here, right? Which I assume is what we're going to see. I can't imagine we see Scissor. I mean, I guess it could brawl all right into Mimikyu, into Snorlax and Zacian. But the thing about Scyther and the thing that you have with Overlord is they both have great ways to get to Flareons. Like, huge ways to close those gaps where they can't really be shut down too hard, right? You can dash at an extreme distance with Scyther right into a Unite move that picks up a big time KO. And then with Overlord, you are literally invulnerable as you move across the map.
I want Trainer to have a great Scyther game. That's what I hope. I shout out to Zoinks, who's probably watching this and just coming unglued as Scyther is being selected yet again. I hope it works for him. I really do.
I don't even know if Zoinks likes Scyther. I just think he likes Scyther because we don't like Scyther. I really do think that's what's happening here. But we're seeing a top carry player pick a Pokemon that you can carry with super hard. So it's not that this thing can't win games. It absolutely can. And in fact, in a meta without Slowbro around all the time, it's pretty dang powerful. So we'll have to see what they're going to be able to do with it here. We've got a really interesting draft from both of these teams. Very different than what we've seen in these past few games.
Yeah, they're pinning their hopes and dreams on a Scyther and a Gary, so let's get into it.
Here we go. Orange Juicers, your purple team. Luminosity, your orange team. Luminosity coming from the winner's side, now down in a bracket reset in our grand finals. We'll have to see, is Gyarados the answer? Is stealing the Alolan Ninetales going to be a big enough deal? How about shutting down Kratos' Leafeon? Well, we'll see what it looks like here in game number 2.
Overlord quickly flopping in as Zacian puts a lot of pressure on them. They want this Bunnelby in a big way. Are they able to secure it? I'm not sure. But I do know that Overlord is just level 3.
And here we go. Slash just being super annoying with Umbreon in the face of the Juicers here. Overlord looking to increase not only that effort gauge, but also try to get some of these secures here, get some levels. If he is able to pick up an assist, or even better, a KO, Gary is online very fast. On the side of Luminosity, we do see the Dazzling Gleam for the side of Ninetales, which is going to be interesting. This is a different look here. It's not Blizzard Avalanche. This is Aurora Veil Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah, and of course, we saw Trainer rotate downstairs, which I'm a bit surprised. Typically, you have the over-rotation to where your Magikarp is to try and help it move itself along to Gyarados. Maybe just trying to do a bait switch. No, it's a delayed rotation. They're coming straight up, right and straight for him. OG is low. That could be a KO by Overlord. Somebody needs to get that KO. Is it going to be anybody on the side of Luminosity? That's the actual question here. Credit to Hoopa, but none to Overlord.
None to Overlord, but he's right there. He's ready to go. Shouldn't be a problem for him to hit Gyarados in just 1 second. However, if they get it just a moment earlier, that would be massive. Trainer now taking it to Flareon's, who is walking through the central area here of Luminosity. Kyrios almost level 6, so they will have their second move very soon.
Slash still stacking in the face of Zugrug here. Level 5 and some change in front of their tank counterpart. We'll see how Luminosity adjusts. This game has been very close so far.
Yeah, this has been a really interesting game, and of course, a very different look from these two teams. Luminosity, it feels like, yeah, maybe it is time to really throw a different strategy at them, right? And it feels like, draft-wise, they are countering Orange Juicers pretty hard for at least what they want to play.
Yeah, absolutely. Gonna reset Trainer here and maybe look to make a move downstairs as Slash is putting good pressure on Flareon's, who hasn't evolved quite yet. Tons of points going in. They're going to go straight for that closure. I believe that's a 3 over in the bottom path. And look at Overlord just kind of getting the break speed off him upstairs in the face of 3 players, excuse me.
And here we go. 3 members of Luminosity make it to the top path. 4, make it to this top path. I don't know if the Juicers know how many are there. Coming in with a big-time Sacred Sword. Kyrios getting caught right there by Slash and going down.
Amazing set by Slash right there to get the KO by Kyrios on the Mimikyu. And that's exactly what they're looking Slash to facilitate. Nice Scyther Unite. Can they actually convert any KOs on it? No. They're going to just ruin a Bunnelby's career with that Unite move as we have a heavy slam by Zugrug, forcing Slash to just kind of snarl their way in the front. Nice snipe shot and long range by Inteleon to force a reset.
Yeah, really nice stuff there. Regieleki walks into the top path. Really amazing positioning here from Luminosity in the fight. I loved how Slash was positioning for the snipe shot. You knew exactly where it was coming, and then moving back and forth like that, you can catch some of those snipe shots that kind of half move past you there.
Oh,
I mean, that is the world champ difference.
Look at this. Their Overlord, quick rotation with the Hoopa is going to be able to get 21 over top. 189 to 27, but don't count your eggs before they've hatched. We've seen this before, multiple times before in this grand finals already between these two teams, and Orange Juicers are the ones that are up ahead in the grand finals.
I mean, so far, it's looking like the Orange Juicers have had their draft absolutely exposed here in game number 2, which is what Luminosity needed. They are just raining more points in, 27 to 233. The Juicers trying to make something happen here for this fight, but they're going to have to back out.
Slash having their Unite move there and using it is a great expenditure of that resource. I mean, having it at 8 minutes is one thing. 6 minutes is one thing, but they're going to get multiple ticks of that. Make sure you're getting out of dodge so you can support your squad.
Wow, Slash able to get that steal, still shutting this Zacian down from being able to hit their level 9 here. Finally, we have Unite moves on 4 members of the Juicer, only 2 members of Luminosity. Next fight could go very well for them, but Luminosity does have some time to get some things online right here. Slash in a little bit of trouble here, but able to pull out with an X speed and foul play. Snarl right into their hyperspace hole. Full HP.
Well timed there by Otter. And look, Overlord's just hanging out, waiting till they can get vision on all the players of the Juicers to make sure it's safe to score. But OG has to level up. I mean, they've been having problems getting to their right levels, and now they're 2 levels behind. Good engage into the backline on Roland, who's forced to pivot back. We're going straight for them, though. We're going right after that action. Popping the Gyarados Unite. We're going to try and swirl up the Zacian. Actually caught Kratos. Bounce right on top of Kratos. Kratos is gone.
Kratos gone. Multiple members of Juicers. Just feels like they're kind of scattered, not knowing exactly how they want to play this. Running to the bottom path as points rain in. Top path, we have Regieleki moving. 27-256. Luminosity in complete control of this match. Unite move from Otter peels more members of Luminosity into the central area. They pick up a KO on Kratos. Looking for another KO possibly on OG. They grab it with a Scyther Unite move, and now they're crashing this tier 2.
Bliss Assistance onto the Inteleon here. We'll see what Flareons can do with that added benefit. The eggs are surrounding them. They're going to eat another egg here, and Luminosity might just have to peel back. 2 of them are going to rip through that portal. But while all of that has been going down, Spraggles, Orange Juicers have taken this fight, but Luminosity was scoring downstairs and getting Overlord their stacks. Is that going to be enough to make a difference? That's the question.
We are going to find out here very soon, as we have about a minute 50 before Rayquaza. Reg Ice getting very low here, and no one from the Juicers around. It's going to be an easy secure here for Luminosity. They're up on the scoreboard, but it's getting closer. 128-266. Some nice scores in that top path, and a nice fight in that top path as well for the Juicers. However, it does feel like this match is just looking pretty grim for them. Everything is coming up Luminosity so far.
Yeah, I mean, they got what they needed into that exchange, right? They were able to catch Luminosity before they could get out. They got some quality knockouts, and now they're looking to babysit. Slashing going straight for them, and Trainer actually getting chipped up is actually going to stop the entire push, Spraggles.
Yeah, and here we have Overlord just kind of babysitting this top path right here, making sure that if any birds end up spawning in the top path, which they do, of course, at 3 minutes there, they're able to take that from the side of the Juicers as they get ready for a possible fight here at Regieleki. 5 members of the Juicers are mobilizing, but I don't know if this is actually going to turn into a full all-out brawl or not.
Well, Luminosity has been taking these fights. Heavy Slam right there. Bullied out of the portal is Curios. Now running back through and taking a bunch of damage is the folks off of OG's antics here, as Slash is going to have to give up the KO on behalf of the rest of the squad, but all of that attention gave them a Regieleki marching towards a tier 2 for free.
That's right, it's marching towards that tier 2, but it looks like LG is not going to try to do anything with it right here. We have Trainer throwing that double hit, seeing if they can make something happen. 189-286, with only 100 points separating these two teams. Orange Juicers are effectively fully back in this game. Level-wise, they're looking pretty good, but that is a level 14 Scyther on the other side. They're going to need to shut it down, possibly with a Unite move from the Mimikyu, but hopefully not inside an Aurora Veil that gives it a massive amount of damage reduction.
Almost caught is Overlord. They're able to charge their bounce so they don't get moved around by the block here. Low on HP, and all of a sudden Curios is gone. I don't even know where they caught him from, but upstairs, that's a huge problem. 15 seconds, they're going for the engagement. Juicers want to win. Heavy Slam back in the middle. Bliss Assistance as well. Can anything Luminosity can do? Oh, A9 is down. We're moving to the backside. They are able to take care of Flareons. Luminosity's now pivoting back to the middle, but Rayquaza is getting ripped again. This is an opportunity for the Juicers to take this thing and go for the win. We're sitting on top of the middle. Charged up and taken by Trainer, and now they just need to go get those burgers in, and we're gonna go to a game 3 in our grand finals bracket reset, Spraggles. This has been an absolute slobber knocker.
What an insane series between these two titans here in North America, Doob Snacks. The points reign in 430, 530. Let's make it 606 to 189. Juicers looking to make a play at Rayquaza, but as I said earlier, possibly fully exposed on the draft screen. For some reason, not grabbing the Alolan Ninetales that has been working out so well for them, not getting the Leafeon, that getting taken away from them, and then a new look here from Luminosity. They were able to play with the Aurora Veil. They were able to play with a Gyarados. They brought Scyther in here that was able to just dive in and take down Inteleon, which you saw in that Rayquaza fight. And there you have it. We're going to game 3 in our bracket reset.
Okay. We'll see where they put themselves on the draft, because Luminosity has lost and taken second. And the Juicers, I'm pretty sure if they lose, they put themselves as first. So everybody might be playing heads up with the options they want here. So it's going to come down to draft and execution.
In the chat, I see Zoinks writing the word Scyther, but he probably should be writing Alolan Ninetales, because I actually think that might be what happened there. But he's not wrong. 2 incredible dive Pokemon just gobbling up Inteleon, and it really feels like that Inteleon was not able to get much done for the Juicers. It's a comfort pick for Flareons, but it didn't seem to have that much impact here in game number 2.
No, they were stressing the map very, very well. This was more of the non-canned Unite strategy that we've been seeing out of Luminosity all the way up until the final grand map final set, where they've been playing like traditional like heads up Unite. They were just putting so much pressure on Flareons. I mean, it took them like 4 minutes to get to level 7, right? That's a problem, as the kids say. That's a problem.
Take a look at this Scyther, by the way. I know Zoinks doesn't think this Pokemon is any good, but look at this, Zoinks. 98,000 damage. I think you might have to rethink what's going on there, buddy. I mean, this thing is just that away from LG, as the Orange Juicers, having lost that game, got to decide which side they will be on, and that is going to be the purple side.
Yeah, exactly where Luminosity wants to be, exactly where the Juicers want to be. Mew, Mimikyu, Leafeon, Psyduck, Miraidon is now on the table, my friend.
Yeah, here we go. First pick over to the Juicers. It's possible that they could grab Darkrai. We have not seen it do super well on broadcast here today, as they're hovering it now. And they do take the Miraidon.
I think that's a great choice. I mean, the Pokemon is so incredibly strong. It hasn't been allowed into any of these games so far, so why not? Lock it down for the squad and do the work from there.
And now we have Slash on that Umbreon. This is not only one of his best Pokemon, but a Pokemon you really want to steal away from Roland. Otter with the Blissey. Next 2 picks over to the Juicers. They've decided not to take A9 right away, so Luminosity might not be trying to steal that at all as we move through the rest of our picks here. Kratos, hovering Dragonite. We're going to have to see what they pick. Zugrug locking in the Snorlax, not surprised. And then Roland on Eldegoss, which did look pretty amazing.
Yeah, they're really probably not worried about the A9 because Flareon's might be the player that on their team that plays Miraidon. So they're trying to essentially hedge with that information and draft around it, locking up the Inteleon and Trainer going back to the Scyther.
So the interesting thing here with this Scyther is it's a really great Pokemon for shutting down some of these long-range attackers. With Miraidon, you do have more HP than you do with some of the other attackers, but it's still as susceptible to something jumping into the back line and picking up a big KO. Curios picking up the Inteleon. We've seen Curios on Inteleon win Worlds, so I'm not surprised to see something like that. Final pick over here to Overlord, and we're going to have to see what they want to bring here to this final game. It could be the Lucario, which has had an up and down day for Overlord so far.
Yeah, up and down day for sure, just like Mimikyu, right? It depends whose hands it's in and what we're doing with it. Overlord going to take Lucario. I'm going to pin their hopes and dreams of going to London on the back or on the paycheck of Pokemon on a Lucario.
Yeah, and here we go. One of these 2 teams will punch their ticket to the AEOS Cup. Now, I personally wouldn't be surprised if we see both of these teams at the AEOS Cup regardless. These are 2 of the top teams in the world, and I know that they are going to want to fight over that guaranteed spot to Worlds if you win the AEOS Cup. The question is, who is going on Pokemon's dime here? And we're going to find out in just a moment. Luminosity, the heavy favorite to win this entire tournament, somehow getting tripped up by the Orange Juicers. Last year, the best team probably in North America heading into Worlds. Will the Dodrio be an answer here for the Juicers? We're going to find out. Pretty good into that Inteleon.
Very solid into the Inteleon. I mean, the Orange Juicers have been doing it time and time again. They're trying to prove that last year was no fluke, and right now they've been the only team to be able to expose LG. And for me, it started in the draft screen the first time they played against LG, where I was like, that's the best draft we've seen against LG so far. Now, did they win that game? No, but they learned and adapted from it. They stuck with that strategy knowing, hey, we're on to something here, and have been able to expound that into a bracket reset Game 3. Let's get it.
Yeah, this is for all the marbles here, everybody. Orange Juicers, your purple team. Luminosity, your orange team. The Grand Finals, a bracket reset. One of these teams heading to the AEOS Cup in London. The other is going to have to pay their own way if they're looking to make it here. The undefeatable Luminosity is somehow neck and neck with the Orange Juicers right now as this match starts.
Yeah, Luminosity hasn't lost a game until this Grand Finals, and now they've lost 3 on the path to the game we're in right now. Slash Cannon on the chase here, or getting chased, and they're going to be able to close the door on him pretty sufficiently as Flareon's is there getting a knockout.
Flareon's picks up the KO, which is where you want that KO to go, right? You want to give all your experience over to your carry Pokemon if you can. Lucario looking pretty good as we have Trainer in this bottom path, already level 5, but getting pushed back here.
Yeah, rarely actually we have low level on Slash. Typically they're evolving pretty quickly. Kratos knows exactly where Trainer is. They are caught out quickly and knocked out, and the Juicers are playing a game. Big plays there from the Juicers. Lucario in the top path hitting their level 5, grabbing their E-Speed, looking to see if they can make something work. But with 4 members of the Juicers here, they're going to need to be careful. Flareon's possibly looking to score, peeling away from this goal zone. We do have the Electro Drift Miraidon. We will not be seeing a Charge Beam in this match. We've got the Electro Drift Parabolic Charge for the side of the Juicers. Okay, we'll see how that plays out. Charge Beam has been some teams' favorite. Other teams favor the Electro Drift. It really cuts both ways. But the Electro Drift will allow them to get in the back line on top of Kyrios, and that might be the thought there.
The Electro Drift also makes the dive from Scyther much less advantageous, right? They're able to dash away from it. They can hit with Parabolic Charge and heal themselves. They're kind of canceling out the, difficulty Charge Beam Miraidon would have into this Scyther, as Lucario is KO'd a little bit off screen right there. We were getting ready for the fight at the Birds, and the Orange Juicer says, we're taking the fight right here.
Slash coming up with the big time save, keeping a bunch of points from going in, and that might be more critical than we think, as we saw level 7 Inteleon tick downstairs, and now Slash is just baiting, waiting and seeing what they can suss out with their vision. This is a game, my friend.
Yeah, this is a really exciting game. Slash helping for a huge catch right here. Lucario moving in with that E-Speed. The eject button from Garchomp peeling back to the goal zone. Dragon Claw pushing them towards the goal, but Overlord says that's fine with me. I'm looking to score here. 5 members of Luminosity in this top path, and they are now taking all of this experience between the 2 goal zones before they are looking to break. Huge overcap by Kyrios.
Yeah, that's a good look. Up on the scoreboard, unsurprising. But again, that's not the tale that is being told this weekend. Slash trying to save the scores from going in. Is able to reposition Kratos a little bit. Going to push them right towards the berries. His trainer gets heavy slammed, almost telegraphing where they were walking into.
And here we go. We see, I was wondering if Kyrios was going to do this. It's really good into Dodrio. We have a liquidation Inteleon. So frustrating to deal with if you are Dodrio. That sure hit on liquidation, as we have multiple members of the Juicers and Luminosity fighting over this Regice. Trainer moving in with the Unite move. Not able to catch them, but they get caught by the Dragon Claw combo. Regice getting ripped apart here by OJ.
I mean, just the Electro Drift Shedinjidal is maybe the only time Shedinjidal really looks strong, and you can tell why. You just saw it right there. Big time setup engage on Flareon's, able to get out of dodge off the back of that Shedinjidal, and ends up completely swinging the fight the other way.
Now, Inteleon's going to be doing some pretty good damage here with Liquidation, but it really comes online when it can get Liquidation Plus. It does an absurd amount of damage, so it's going to take a little while for them to have their full power here, as this Miraidon is just ripping through Luminosity, Doob Snacks.
Yeah, I mean, no real chance. They eviscerate Kyrios very quickly. No get-out-of-jail-free card for Kyrios there. And honestly, the Juicers down on the scoreboard, but I'm really liking what they're doing right now.
I mean, both of these teams are just so phenomenal. It's a privilege to get to cast 2 of the best in NA and possibly 2 of the best in the world here right at the start of the season. And they're having an absolute war here in these grand finals. Otter in a little bit of trouble right now. A lot of bit of trouble as they go down to the Dodrio. Regieleki now walking towards this top path, as it looks like everyone from Luminosity is converging on the tier 1 goal zone.
Yeah, if they can take care of Flareons with a little bit of a surprise, they're going to be in good shape. They're going to lean on Slash to get this engagement going. Can't quite get Zug, but they're going to get their 9 points in. They want to engage on Flareons. Can they catch them? Barry taken up by Luminosity, which means that's not a free opportunity for retreat. Electro Drift comes back through. Nice collapse on top of Trainer, going straight forward with the Dodrio Unite, but they can't quite get them down. Kratos is actually the one that falls.
And now we have the Juicers trying to push forward here. Trainer doesn't go down, but to be fair, Trainer not able to pick up the KO on the Miraidon either. And this is the unfortunate situation that they are in here. We can see in the top path, actually, Blissey just dropping a couple of points in that goal zone. They are stacking up there as Dodrio is heading up to see if they can pick up the KO while Blissey tries to get more stacks.
Overlord in an absolute trap trying to E-Speed through. Electro Drift is there. They're going to actually get sorted out by Roland. The Eldegoss Otter getting a lot of attention from Kratos here, and a free KO given. Regice is getting ripped on, and these teams are fighting, my friend. Slashcan is way out there as moving in his Kyrios with their Unite move. Can they deal enough damage? They're taking everything under the sun. Secured by Flareons, peeling back his Kyrios as the rest of the Juicers are looking to push. Electro Drift is there. Can't quite get the KO yet, but is the follow-up going to ring true? Yes, it is.
Look at that huge Dragon combo. Another double KO. Overlord in some trouble right here. Trying to defend on this goal zone. Big time Unite move. They could use the E-Speed to their advantage in this fight. Getting pushed back here by Zugrug. And we have OG now at full HP fighting back with the Electro Drift Parabolic Charge combination. Scyther Unite move picking up a KO. Dragon combo picking up the Scyther. I mean, what a back and forth.
Absolutely. It kind of feels one way. The Juicers are humming right now, and OG's waking up. They're coming alive. This Garchomp really been the key to their success. Are they going to make it a Penta? Yes, they are. That is a Penta for OG, the original gangster of the Thea Sky Ruins, getting it done on the Chomp.
That's right, we have a Garchomp Penta KO in our grand finals. Level 14 right now, finding Slash a little early on the snarl right there, but pushing them back. What a play here for the Juicers. They are in control points-wise, finally, against LG, and they seem to be winning every single fight thrown at them.
They really, really are. They are up. They are looking good. They are humming. Level 14 Garchomp, level 14 Dodrio, and we are just under the 3-minute mark. This is a problem. How will Luminosity respond? I tell you what, if they want to wear the crown, it is heavy, and you got to have a strong neck to support it. What are they going to do now?
Yeah, this is the question. How do the Juicers want to deal with this Regieleki, and how do they want to deal with this fight? A misstep right here could be horrible for them. There are going to be 5 members of Luminosity at this fight, and it looks like with Miraidon coming down to the bottom path and letting that Regieleki walk, there will be 5 members of the Juicers. We could have our Rayquaza fight a little early here at the 2-minute 20-second mark, as both of these teams are looking for their engage.
Looking for some liquidation damage, possibly, as Registeel is cleanly getting ripped by OG. It's kind of free for them, right? Forcing the rest of the team, and Slash goes in. They're going for the save here. Flareon's got an opportunity for the Electro Drift. Okay, it's taken by Luminosity. They're going for a fight here. Can they leverage this? All the Unite moves are popped. Garchomp's on the chase on the backside. Slash is still standing in the middle of 3, but Kyrios is already down. Overlord is low on HP. They get Dragon Rush towards the other side, but the Bone Rush saves them. Otter's there with the pickup. They get pinned back, and now they're stuck between everyone. Are they going to use their Unite move? They are. Bliss Assistance back in. Otter's looking for a way out. Trainer's looking for an opportunity, but it's OG taking over the game. Trader's taking too much damage. They're forced to run away. The chase is on. Roland gets them with the Cotton Spore and the Pollen Puff A-Press follow-up, and now Rayquaza's getting absolutely eviscerated. It's only the Juicers around it. Slash can't find their way in. Neither can Kyrios. Rayquaza's on a sliver of HP, and OG is looking to take this, and holy smokes, you want to talk about serving up hundo burgers. Orange Juicers just served LG a bowl of alphabet soup, all L's edition, because Orange Juicers are gonna win this match.
Orange Juicers somehow pull out an amazing victory against the undefeated Luminosity, resetting here in our grand finals, taking them to task here in game number 3 and looking in control of every single big fight. The question is, could Orange Juicers even take a single game off of Luminosity? Well, it looks like they took all of them here as they head to a bracket reset, and they are the team from North America winning that spot to the AEOS Cup in London. An unbelievable series. Zoinks is once again wrong about Scyther. What a day.
What a day indeed. And I love that the Orange Juicers finished on this game. It was the most convincing win they've had. It was the most dominant win that they've had. And they did it against Luminosity Gaming. And now we can officially say that Orange Juicers, Luminosity, are carrying the torch for this region, and man, does NA look good.
NA looks amazing here. The Juicers are on top. Luminosity look like the world champs, but they're running into last year's best team in North America. Maybe the Juicers really are the team to watch. What an amazing fight for the Juicers, looking like a well-oiled machine and taking down the best of the best.
They are the best of the best now, Spraggles. That's how that works. You Spartan kick them into the pit. You are now king and Orange Juicers. Man, they're probably wishing they would have made the trip down to LAIC now, because they just showed that they've got it in spades. What a match. What a match. Look at OG with another pop-off. Final stretch on Lucario. Pop-off. Win. Final game here. Pop-off. Win. 100